Hi, Leo. Welcome back, Leo. We're going to see what is going on in your energy today, what you should be aware of, what you should know. That's pretty much my specialty. But let's see what's going on in your energy. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Leo. What is going on in Leo's energy, and what should Leo know? Okay. It came out this way, so I am going to take it. All right, Leo, first card out for you is the Three of Wands. Okay, so you might have to be leaving something behind, maybe leaving things behind for something better to come out, because we have the Four of Wands coming out. So maybe you are in the progress of moving forward into something new, something better, maybe a relationship. Okay, this could also indicate you leaving your home behind and going into a new home. We do have the Page of Cups coming out here, so this might be like a new love, going toward a new love, Leo. Yeah, somebody filling up your cup, somebody helping you out. Look at that. We have the Knight of Swords coming out in reverse. I'm going to verify that in a second. Let me get one more card out for you, Leo. Okay, well, we got more than one card. But did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. This card actually flipped. It was coming out this way, and then it flipped this way, and we have the Lover's card. So this is beautiful. We have the Lover's card, which indicates a very positive change. We have the Two of Swords coming out for you. We also have the King of Swords coming out, but in reverse. So we're going to find out more about that. And we have the World card in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and pull out two more cards for you. Spirit, is there anything else here that Leo needs to know? Okay, Eight of Swords in reverse. Spirit, anything else here that Leo needs to know? Leo, there might be some fear. Or maybe you might be afraid. Okay. So the final card is going to be the Nine of Wands. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about the Knight of Swords in reverse. What's going on here? What does Leo need to know about that? What's going on here? Nine of Cups. Tell me more, Spirit. Why is the Knight of Swords there? Why is that coming out? Not everything is going to be easygoing, okay? This new decision that you're making, Leo, it's not going to be easy, okay? You're going to have some trouble there. Is it going to be a big problem? It doesn't seem to be a big problem. I do see here that you're going to notice something here, and it could very well be like something that somebody said, or a thought, or you know what I mean, like something in your mind. It could simply be like trouble because of your expectations. Like maybe you're expecting things to be faster, or you're expecting things to happen a certain kind of way, and it's not going to happen exactly the way that you're hoping for. Okay, and you might find yourself to become more and more impatient. You might even get your feelings hurt because things are being, not going to be done exactly the way that you would like. Okay, so somebody around you, could be an air sign, could be a Libra, could be a Gemini or an Aquarius, might end up saying something that's going to end up being very hurtful to you. And this is where there's going to be a little bit of problems for you, okay? But overall, with the Nine of Cups coming out, overall, even though there's going to be this bump in the road, I do feel like you're still going to be content. Something that this person's going to say is going to make you feel content, okay? Now, intuitively, though, you might have some fears because of what they're saying, okay? But intuitively, you feel like something is going on here, okay? So it's more of like your intuition is telling you something here, like something is wrong. This could be the person that you are like planning to move in with. Like there, in other words, there's some kind of red flags that are going on there. Okay, especially with the King of Swords in reverse coming out. It does make me feel like there is a form of deception because we do have the World card in reverse as well. So I do feel like there's some kind of deception that is going on around your relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's your partner. It could just be somebody that's around the relationship, specifically a father sign. Um, but doesn't have to be. This could be like somebody who feels like they have some kind of authority in the relationship or about the relationship. It could be an outside person, okay? An air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, okay? It could be also because this person doesn't want to see progress in something. Like their plan is to prevent there to be progress. Okay, and I do feel like this person is doing it for selfish reasons. For whatever reason, their own crazy, weird, judgmental ways. Because I feel like this person is judging you wrong, Leo. They're judging the situation. Okay, and I feel like this person's going to try to say something to you that can be pretty convincing. And it might also be something that is going to try to turn you against your partner. Okay. And it might also be something that could actually be racist. Okay. That might be confirmation for somebody. If what they say is not outright racist, that is the energy that's behind it. Like there's something going on racist. So, um, let's say like you're whatever race you are, and the other person is something else. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be race. It could be religious. It could be your sexual preference. Um, so if you are getting into like maybe a same sex relationship, this person is racist against that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to be racist as far as a race goes. It could be religion. It could be whatever this person's holding back. Okay. Um, it could simply be because this person's jealous that your partner's beautiful or your partner's sexy, and they're like, oh no, we don't want Leo to be with that sexy, beautiful thing over there. You know what I'm saying? Or that handsome guy over there, so they might try to come in and taint it by making racist remarks. But it's maybe not necessarily racist, but that's what's driven behind it, okay? Um, I do see this person as being a liar, so I wouldn't be putting too much weight on what they say, okay? I just wouldn't put a whole lot of weight to what they say because I see this person as twisting things around here and being very manipulative. Yeah. They're going to try to get into your head. That's for sure. They're going to try to get into your head and they're going to try to ruin your happiness. So, yes. And there is fear. There is fear that is a part of this. And I feel like maybe I was seeing fear before and I was thinking that it was you, Leo. But now that I'm looking at this, it's this person. There's fear. Okay? Something about fear. This person's afraid of something. That's what I have. They're afraid. Hmm. They don't want something to end. They don't want something to end. No. Okay, so they don't want something. They're gonna be upset. Okay, they're upset. This is why this person is saying things. They're upset because they're not getting their way. All right, they're not getting their way. This person might have some problems, some issues, deep rooted issues that have nothing to do with you, and yet they want to like throw these issues upon you. Okay. Wow. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse coming out with the Eight of Swords over here coming out. That's interesting. Yeah, I see you as needing to break away from this person. Distance yourself away from this person, okay? Spirit is saying to go ahead and distance yourself from this person. You're going to have to stand up against this person because this person is feeling like they have some kind of authority over you. And I see this person as being a very difficult person to get rid of because they feel like they have some kind of priority, or they should be prioritized, or they have some kind of authority in your life, or your partner's life, okay? I do feel like this person will, if you allow it, they will try their best to cause anxiety for you in a relationship, okay? If you allow it, if you let this person do that to you, okay? Now, with the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse, that's pretty self-explanatory. I really don't have to, like, verify that. I feel like that is you facing your fears, because I do feel like this person is going to try to get into your head and cause you some fears there. And that is you evacuating or giving this person an eviction to get out of your head. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like you're going to stand up against this person. You see the line right there? That's your energy. You're going to stand up against this person, and this person's going to find themselves on the other side looking in, and they're not going to be happy about the situation, but too bad, okay? Especially if this person is racist for whatever reason. I would highly suggest you get away from them, okay? Anybody who spews hate for no reason other than for what a person is just evil. Okay. All right, Leo. This is what I have for you. Congratulations on this new relationship. It, you know, really, if you allow other people to get involved in your relationships, and I've seen people do this so many times, and I've had people do this to me in my relationships, and people who shouldn't have said anything, family members. Oh yeah, that could be a family member. I forgot to tell you that. But yeah, people who shouldn't even be getting involved in other people's relationships, getting involved, right? I've had people do that to me too. So for some reason, people think, well, I'm this person's brother. Oh yeah, that could be your brother, right? Or sister. People think, oh, well, I'm this person's sibling, or I'm this person's father, or I'm this person's parent, whatever, right? They think they have a right to interfere and try to sabotage the relationship. For some reason, when people see other people happy, they get mad. Yeah, they really do. So, Leo, that's something that you need to remind yourself constantly of. And it's something you should tell your partner to be aware of, that when people see you happy, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be happy for you. Okay? All right, Leo, thank you for joining me. I hope you got something out of this reading. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment, because it really helps me out. If you have any suggestions of any other reading you would like me to do, just let me know in the comments. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.